Respected co-sadhakas, welcome. One more day we will try our best to understand, focus our mind on the truth reality, which is the giver of liberation through the study of Shastras. No day should be without studying the Shastra. Only then we are continuously reminded of what is the truth, what should be our goal. Without doing this regular exercise, we will be floated in this world of worldliness, only leading to our own self created chaos and miseries. Not only we study, but also we recognize the need importance of our own personal adhyatmika sadhanas, so that what we study truly we are practicing, and that practice is taking us to really the most important thing called as anubhuti. We should aim at anubhuti, anubhava finally. Will not come without sadhana. But what sadhana to do, and the information for that and consistent inspiration comes to us through the regular Shastra Adhyayana. A day should come in life wherein Shastra Adhyayanam, Gambhira Vicharana, Dhyanam, Paramatma Anubhuti. These should only be the four occupants occupying things of our schedule the entire day and life. Such people alone have transcended this most powerful Maya created delusory inner and outer worlds and have seen the truth reality. Although we are very far away from that, yet we need not feel discomforted or demoralized just because we are beginners. Get inspiration with the idea that everybody who achieved the ultimate in any of the fields, there was a day where they were also just beginners. Without stopping that beginning, when they continued, they reached. Time is not a matter. So too we have started. Let us not stop. The goal is ours. Our goal right now is not to stop. Like arise awake has started and we started moving, and stop not till the goal is reached should be ours. Like Nachiketa, he arose, he awakened. Then he went to Yamadharmaraja until he got the knowledge from Yamaraj, he did not stop. And having gained that, he meditated, he realized there was no stopping, and therefore he was successful. All the obstacles, all the difficulties, when we are firm on the path, start going away. Of course, also when we become careful in our own life, that we are not living a life of self cancellation. Also, when we invoke the Ishvara Kripa, all these put together, removing all the obstacles and difficulties, definitely make us grow in our sadhana if we do. And for doing, we have to know. For knowing, we have to study Shastra. So today also we'll have our Rudra Chamaka Patha, two Anuvakams, then Taittiriya Upanishad with Adi Shankara Bhashyam. Thereafter, Yoga Darshanam, little we try to see. Let us try. Om. 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 Om Sahana Vavadu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsharushibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyaha. Om Sadashivasamarambham Vyasashankaramध्यमाम् Asmadacharyaparyantam Vande Guruparambaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punaha. Oma Brahmalokadasheshat Aloka Loka Parvatat ये वसन्ति द्विजा देवाः तेभ्यो नित्यं नमो नमः। ॐ ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलं स्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवमुपास्महे। ॐ निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणे विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। ॐ व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ करुणावरुणालय बालय मां भवसागरदुःखविष्णूनहृदं रचयाखिलदर्शनतत्त्वविदं भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणं भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम्। ॐ परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रुतिमात्रे नमः। समस्तब्रह्मविद्या भक्तिविद्या योगविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। ॐ श्री वेदव्यास वैशम्पायन याज्ञवल्क्य आद्य शंकरादि गुरुभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः सर्वेषां तेषां गुरूणां देवतानां परब्रह्मणः श्रुतिमातो अनुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधसिद्ध्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकसंस्कृतेः पुनरुत्थानजागरणविश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं तत्कृतकङ्कणबद्धसाधकानां समस्तविघ्नशत्रुनिर्मूलनद्वारा बाह्याभ्यन्तरा शक्तीनां सम्पदानां साधनानाम् अनुकूलतानां सिद्धिद्वारा धर्मसंस्थापनकार्ये दिग्विजयप्राप्त्यर्थं रुद्रप्रश्नस्य चमकप्रश्नस्य पारायणं तैत्तिरीय उपनिषदः श्री आद्यशंकराचार्य भाष्यसमेत अध्ययनस्य प्रयत्नं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ पारायणं चमकप्रश्न. Let us chant 7, 8 and 9. All the three are small. Let us chant. ॐ अगंशुश्च मे रश्मिश्च मेधाभ्यश्च मेधिपतिश्च म उपागंशुश्च मेऽन्तर्यामश्च म ऐन्द्रवायवश्च मे मैत्रावरुणश्च म आश्विनश्च मे प्रतिप्रस्थानश्च मे शुक्रश्च मे मन्ते च म आग्रयणश्च मे वैश्वदेवश्च मे ध्रुवश्च मे वैश्वानरश्च मरुतुग्रहाश्च मेति ग्राह्याश्च म ऐन्द्राग्नश्च मे वैश्वदेवश्च मे मरुत्वतीयाश्च मे माहेन्द्रश्च म आदित्यश्च मे सावित्रश्च मे सारस्वतश्च मे पौष्णश्च मे पात्नीवतश्च मे हारियोजनश्च मे विद्मश्च मे बर्हिश्च मे वेदिश्च मे धितिष्णियाश्च मे सृचश्च मे चमसाश्च मे ग्रावाणश्च मे स्वरवश्च मौपरवाश्च मे अधिशवणे च मे द्रोणकलशश्च मे वायव्यानि च मे पूतभृच्च म आधवनीयश्च म आग्नेयेध्रं च मे हविर्धानं च मे गृहाश्च मे सदश्च मे पुरोडाशाश्च मे वचताश्च मे वृथश्च मे स्वगाकारश्च मे अग्निश्च मे घर्मश्च मेऽर्कश्च मे सूर्यश्च मे प्राणश्च मेऽश्वमेधश्च मे पृथिवी च मे दितिश्च मे द्यौश्च मे शक्वरीरङ्गुलयो दिशश्च मे यज्ञेन कल्पन्तां ऋक् च मे साम च मे स्तोमश्च मे यजुश्च मे दीक्षा च मे तपश्च म ऋतुश्च मे व्रतं च मे होरात्रयोर्वृष्ट्या बृहद्रथन्तरे च मे यज्ञेन कल्पेताम्। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ अथ श्रीकृष्णयजुर्वेदान्तर्गत तैत्तिरीय शाखान्तर्गत तैत्तिरीय उपनिषदा ॐ यस्मात् जातं जगत्सर्वं यस्मिन्नेव प्रणीयते येनेदं धार्यते चैव तस्मै ज्ञानात्मने नमः। यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् तैत्तिरीयकसारस्य मयाचार्यप्रसादतः विस्पष्टार्थरुचीनां हि व्याख्येयं सम्प्रणीयते ओमथ शान्तिमन्त्रः ॐ शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतो तद्वक्तारमवतो अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्तिः 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 अथ द्वितीया ब्रह्मानन्दवल्ली शान्तिमन्त्रः ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ अथ पञ्चमोऽनुभागः ॐ विज्ञानं यज्ञं तनुते कर्माणि तनुतेऽपि च विज्ञानं देवाः सर्वे ब्रह्मज्येष्ठमुपासते विज्ञानं ब्रह्म चेद्वेद तस्मात् चेन्न प्रमाद्यते शरीरे पाप्मनो हित्वा सर्वान् कामान् समश्नुत इदे तस्यैष एव शारीर आत्मा यः पूर्वस्य तस्माद्वा एतस्मात् विज्ञानमयात् अन्योऽन्तर आत्मानन्दमयः तेनैष पूर्णः स वा एष पुरुषविद एव तस्य पुरुषविदताम् अन्वयं पुरुषविदः तस्य प्रियमेव शिरः मोदो दक्षिणः पक्षः प्रमोद उत्तरः पक्षः आनन्द आत्मा ब्रह्मपुच्छं प्रतिष्ठा तदप्येष श्लोको भवति ॐ शान्तिः 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 फर्स्ट by let us salute first of all entire Parabrahma Tattva Shruti Mata Samasta Brahma Vidya Acharyas Rishi Muni Guru Devata also our Taittiriya Upanishad Acharyas of Vedavyasa Vaishnampayana Agnivalkya also our Bhagwan Shri Adi Shankara. It is always first with the prayers to the Ishvara that we come to the spiritual life. Once we come here, it is again with our own commitment. First, we prepare our antakarana in its subtlety, in its ekagrata, in its strength and purity to make it fit for studying the Shastras. And again, with that Shuddha Antakarana, when the Shastras are studied, then only what is the truth that is indicated in that, what is the meaning of the mantras, how they are related to our life, these things start revealing. Same things when we develop the knack of doing the sadhana slowly, steadily, when conducted for long time, then the said or the promised result of anubhuti of our own swarupa comes to us, which is the liberation. So, in and through these steps of sadhana, being alert, being mindful, being conscious, and taking it as true goal or conviction, whoever does it without allowing anything to distract them, they are all assured of reaching the goal. Same things are said in Sanskrit, in Gita, Upanishads. You know that Ananya Chintayanto Mam you say, or Sarva Dharman Paritya you say. Every of the mantras indicating that if you are relentless, if you are continuous, definitely. See, Sarvatmana Rajan, Hrudistam Kuru Keshavam, Primanahi Avahitaha, Tato Yasi Param Gatim. Or to go because what Bhagavan Krishna taught in the 10th skanda, or what we are seeing now, Sugrivaji asking Sri Rama in our Adhyatma Ramayana. So all these Shastras should convey to us that whatever prarabdha we go through, it is not in our hands, giving it that due importance. More importance we have to give is, along with prarabdha, the Purushartha Samarthya also Bhagavan gave, recognizing that Purushartha Samarthya means ability to take initiative and put efforts. With that Purushartha Samarthya, Dharma Nivara we do, Nirvahana, Punyadi we do. More important is what? Let me see, the Lord has given me ability to take initiative and perform called a Purushartha. Let me invoke that for choicefully doing the due sadhanas for my spiritual evolution. So that day when we really understand that Bhagwan gave us Purushartha Samarthya to do the Purushartha for the Chaturtha Purushartha of the Moksha, and that effort is done in this manner, having understood it, when we consciously do that, then we are really on the path, blessing ourselves, invoking blessings of the divine. So may we all that way recognize the ability of Parasadhana in us and becoming aware of it, try to use that as much as possible. Waiting for someone to come and bless on one day, waiting for some convenience occasions to come, waiting for the prarabdha to end is like waiting for the waves to subside in the river. That I say that I'll take bath, only the waves end. Waves never end, my dears. It goes on, they go on, go on. So too, the prarabdhas will not stop for the deha, the upadi, they come and go. People in life, for various reasons, they come and go. None of those things should make us take or do sadhana as secondary. हमारा अपना पुरुषार्थ जरूर करते ही रहना. So much we have to involve in doing our Purushartha that the Lord is compelled to bless us, to remove the prarabdha and give us the result quickly. That is the meaning of Yogakshemam Vahami. That's the meaning of Dhunoti Bhagwan Janmayita Ashubham Rudistaha. See, when we are using the Purushartha Samarthya of doing our sadhana, Lord comes in one other form to take care of other things. The other way around, when we take care of the world at the cost of sadhana, the worldliness goes on increasing in us. That is called a Maya and Moha. Please underline this meaning. Maya is and Moha is that using Purushartha Samarthya only in the Bandhana Karaka Samsara. So much that we are going on being pulled in that direction only, because of which not even a little of discussion also about spirituality, etc. are there. Actually, this is the ultimate goal. This is how all the people live whom we are seeing around. How much the worldliness in them. 5 मिनट बैठकर तत्व नहीं सुनते बाबा. देखो, बिठा के देखो. द मोमेंट यू कम टू क्लास, द टाइम ऑफ क्लास, दे यू लुक एट योर वॉच, क्लास टाइम आ गया. वो लोग भी क्या देखते हैं, आपका क्लास का टाइम हो गया. एज इफ इस वेदांत से, तत्व से उनका थोड़ा भी संबंध ही नहीं है. इन दैट वे दे लीव अस एंड गो. See how much their minds are lost in the non-tattva because of their own self-created involvements called as using Purushartha Samarthya only for that. And what you are and I are doing, same ability to perform we are using for attending our classes, for doing our parayanas. Will these attending class, doing our parayana, listening to the classes, if we don't take initiative, how do we think that they will happen by themselves? If they happen by themselves, Lord would have not told in all Shastras that karo, do. Why did they say do? If doing is not required. This when we recognize, and instead of waiting for some occasion, convenience to happen, when we plunge into our own sadhana activities by our own choice and make it vigorous as much as possible, to that extent we make our own realization quicker. That is the meaning of tapasyas. That's the meaning of vairagyas. That's the meaning of sannyasas. In that sannyasa, vairagya, tapasya, क्या किया जाता है, अपने पुरुषार्थ सामर्थ्य को ये दुनियादारी से हटाकर भगवत प्राप्ति के लिए यूज किया जाता है. Same like you have your own money 10,000. You can keep it in locker, do nothing, or take out it and misuse it in all the unwanted things. Or same money you can use forever, punya karma. In the same way, our own Purushartha Samarthya, like a dull-witted fellow, without using it, we can stay like a buffalo. Same Purushartha Samarthya we can misuse by being worldly. In that there is no end for falling down in all adharma and papa. Same Purushartha Samarthya we can invoke consciously to do the sadhana. Let us recognize the need of our own invoking Purushartha Samarthya and be consistently on the sadhana with our own choice. मुझे करना है मैं करूंगा मुझे करना है मैं करूँ. While doing so, again we take care that the ego is not overpowering. ये सब करेंगे है ना. Those two things you should never forget. But that before doing sadhana, if not I, who will do? In that way we do. After doing sadhana, it is God's grace that it happened. Before only if we say that if it's God's grace, then it will happen, it will never happen. Because Bhagavan doesn't need our liberation. We need our liberation. Is it not? Having done sadhana, without his blessings, it cannot happen. Therefore, we offer it to him. In this way, the non-sadhana life to sadhana life, ego to egolessness, we have to travel, or we have to reach to, and this is how we have to travel in our Adhyatmic Marga. So may we all have these and many more required quality, understandings, subtleties very soon, so that we don't waste our time in not doing sadhana. We are regular in our own things to be done. Now in this Taittiriya Upanishad, in Brahmananda Valli, we are studying the Pancha Kosha Viveka. In that, we have come to the Panchama Kosha, Anandamaya Kosha. So, in fact, every day for some time, each of the koshas, studying and pondering we do, that subtlety and understanding will come to us. That understanding, if it is not repeated, fade away ho jata hai. And that understanding, if it is not used for practice, then the theory only it remains as without giving experience. So we'll never stop without getting experience. हमको बोध चाहिए, अनुभूति चाहिए, as we started today's our introduction with. Now, so far what is done, Anandamaya Kosha is there. It is not Ananda Brahma. It is inside the Vijnanamaya Kosha because Vijnanamaya Kosha Sthita, Karta, does all the karma, yajna according to his own study of Veda for the sake of the Bhokta of the Anandamaya Kosha. Therefore, Anandamaya is inside the Vijnanamaya Kosha. But it is only a Kosha, not Brahma Ananda. The two aspects of Anandamaya Kosha to be understood are, one is, it has got the 5 limbs. Priyameva Shiraha Modo Dakshina Pakshaha Pramodo Uttara Pakshaha Ananda Atma Brahmagucham Pratishta. Second is the Anandamaya Kosha's arrival. In that its Utkarsha and less Utkarsha all depend on our own Vijnanamaya Kosha Sthita Karta's doing of Vidya and Karma, means Upasana and Punya. Little more deeply, once for all, for throughout life, Bhagavan has explained the Bhashyakara ki it is such karmas which create such type of antakarana vishesha vritti in which Brahma Ananda expresses as the reflected Anandamaya Kosha Ananda. This is called as Vishaya Sukham. But because of the karma which created this Shanta Antakarana vritti, allowing it to reflect Paramatmananda, that karma being अनिर्देश्य और what is called क्षणिकस्य अनवस्थित होने के कारण ये सुख क्षणिक होता है. See, each of these topics of Anandamaya Kosha, Shankara Bhagavan's explanation, how important for us to grasp, become clear regarding how to get at least the Anandamaya Kosha Ananda. Thereafter, even this Kosha Ananda we transcend to experience the Brahma Ananda. बट इवन आनंदमय कोश में आनंद कैसा आता है, कब आता है, क्यों आता है, ये वाले विषय वी मस्ट वेरी क्लियरली नो. विदाउट विद्या उपासना एंड पुण्य कर्म वी कैन नेवर हैव द अंतःकरण वृत्ति टू बी हैप्पी वेयर द आत्मा आनंद इज रिफ्लेक्टेड. एंड दैट अंतःकरण वृत्ति इज तमो प्रमाद रहिता, तमो रहिता, एंड इट इज प्रसन्न. एंड बी अटेंटिव. दिस पुण्य कर्म उपासना कर्म डन create that Shanta Antakaranavarti through the medium of Priya and Moda, means the things are beings which are conducive to us by their arrival. So, if your grandchildren have come from USA to give you Ananda, is your Punya, they made, that Punya made those grandchildren come. When they came, your Antakarana has become Shanta enough for inner Brahmananda to reflect as Anandamaya Kosha. This we attribute to the children, therefore we get attached. And then we expect them to stay. They don't stay because they have to go and we become miserable. So their going is in their prarabdha and we become miserable is in our attachment. And then what we have to do actually, then we have to do the upasana and punya. Then if not the stupid grandchildren, somebody else will come and give anand. Is it not? We have to remain happy all the time. So somebody else or something else, some situation will give. Is it not? In our life, there should be no dearth of the people or things which quieten our mind to give us at least Anandamaya Koshas Anand. Don't depend on one particular thing or being out of emotion. Express gratitude. You know, when somebody gave you happiness, you express the gratitude. But know that our own punya made them create such antakarana vritti for us to experience inner ananda. Therefore, focus on upasana, focus on our punya karma adi. Don't get attached on people because nobody continuously can give us happiness because that punya is not there. That through them all the time the mana will be shanta. It's all fluctuating depending on the punya and papa. Therefore, an intelligent person, after studying this, instead of getting attached to the people, expecting from them they are impossible, they depend on their own upasanas and vidya, punya karma. And remember, whomever we are now having happiness from, whether it's wife or husband or children, we have forgotten that they were not there in our life earlier. And how did they come in our life? पंडित जी ने ये शादी फिक्स कराई ये सब तो सेकेंडरी है द स्थूल सूक्ष्म रूप से you have done thus vidya and upasana and punya karma that through these divas your mind has to become quiet for you to reflect the brahmananda as anandamaya kosha ananda. See, let us fix in some of the spiritual understandings without any doubt or ambiguity and live life like that. Like you are giving me Ananda by coming regularly to the class. Now, your arrival was not there earlier. Now, in between it came. How? I have done lot of punya, lot of upasana, that the Lord is sending you in my life who are making or who are becoming a means for my antakarana vritti to be prasanna shanta. In that, the Brahma Ananda is expressing as Anandamaya Kosh. That's what the meaning of when Sugrivji says, lot of janmas, punya, O Lord, you came in my life and made mitra. And Sugrivji is very happy. At that happy mood, in Sugrivji, the Antakarana Vritti was fit enough to reflect his own Brahmananda. For that, Rama became the external means. And that is because of, he himself said, because of lot of punya I have done. Purva Kruta Obhena Mitra Sangam. Today I have met you, O Lord. See that Ramayanam, Bhagavatam, Upanishad, मिलाकर जब पढ़ते हैं ना, that clarity, conviction comes. Therefore, let the mind, intellect be no more in Tamoguna. Let it be in Sattva-guna. In the Sattva-guna intellect, let this knowledge be Pakka. That I have to do Vidya and Upasana, even Vidya Upasana are same, and the Punya Karma for the sake of my Brahmananda to reflect as Anandamaya Kosha in the Manu, in the Antakkar. Clear? Let us do it. But this is not Brahmananda. This is not final. He's already said it is Vishaya Sukham. Okay? Now, there are two things there. Perennially, consistently also, we can make the Antakarana Vritti fit enough to reflect the Brahmananda. Okay? But it is also reflected Anandamaya Kosha Ananda only. Beyond that is what? Transcend even the Vrittis, the mediums, the Upadhi, media Upadhi, then we ourselves are that Brahmananda Sarupa. Don't forget it. Even though whether we clearly understand or not, we are able to do that deeper, all transcending meditation or not, wo din aayenge. But filahal, when we are studying Shastra, in the Shastra what is given, let us have faith in accepting them. So vritti atita, upadhi atita, namarupa atita, kevala shuddha Brahma Ananda alone is ultimate and ultimate goal. But before that, this Vishaya Sukhas temporary hai, uske bajay long time peaceful happy also we can be there. It's an intermediate stage. Dukkha sthiti, coming and going sukha sthiti, all the time sukha sthiti, these are all samsaric only. Then Ananda sthiti, where we are one with Brahman. The third stage of, okay, maintaining our mind always in that mood to reflect inner Brahmananda as Ananda. The third stage achievement, for that, the four sadhanas are given by Bhagavan Adi Shankara that we studied yesterday. See the flow of the thoughts. So this is how the Antakarana Kurti is made. In that the Brahmananda is reflected. But the Antakarana Vritti that made by that particular Shubha Karma. But Shubha Karma being Anavastha, Antakarana Vritti Vishesha also is not stable. Therefore the Sukha goes away. Therefore it is Kshanikam. And how to make that Sukha Shanti all the time stay? We have to do four sadhanas. That is what is mentioned. Vaisa tat antakaranam yada. See that antakarana when tapasa. Be attentive. Now we understand for the whole life why we are told to do all these sadhanas. These sadhanas are told to stabilize the mind, make the antakarana vritti in such a beautiful, conducive manner that inner Brahmananda reflects in it without any of the obstructions. Therefore, even at the vritti or antakarana or under level, inner level, you're always happy, peaceful. And not knowing this knowledge, because we were never told or we never heard, we always think the sukha comes from the things or the beings or situations or atmospheres and all. In that anticipation, we just get attached outside, but that's not the thing we are going to get from. Therefore, we get disappointed and we become miserable. Therefore, with every attachment, the result is dukkha only. On the other hand, with every vidya or any of the punya karma, definitely the sukha वृत्ति एंड वृत्ति में भगवान का रिफ्लेक्शन रूपी सुख जरूर आने वाला है. सो द तपसा तमोग्नेन विद्यया ब्रह्मचर्येण श्रद्धया with four sadhanas what is achieved? Nothing outside, inside is achieved. What is achieved inside? This antakaranam nirmalatvam apadyate yavatu yavatu. See the thing, pause here and try to understand. The mala of rajas, the mala of the tamas is not allowing our own inner ananda to express in our own antakarana. Like when I have kama and krodha, they are rajoguna vrittis. I am already ananda sarupa, but this kama krodha doesn't allow ananda to express. Therefore, mana is ashanta. Till that kama krodha goes away. Whereas you love someone, you forgive someone, purely, truly. That is another type of vritti inside, other than Kama Krodha. At the time of love, you can see that vritti is fit enough to express Brahmananda as Ananda. Therefore, we are happy. Like when you are traveling any train, you know, some cute children are there, and other stupid nonsense children also are there in the same compartment. The cute small child, when you look at what is happening there? Your mana vritti shanta, because of the love for that child, you are happy. Other fellow is very naughty, shout कर रहा है, वो चिल्ला रहा है, या वो धूम मचा रहा है, वो जो भी है. Then seeing that child, instead of love, we have anger that created the dikshoba in the mind. That the apavitra antakarana vritti or nirmal nahi hai, samala antakarana, mala of the krodha. That because of that we feel miserable inside. In the mind. देख रहे हैं कि नहीं हम? An example everywhere in your own family. Some you love. When they come, mind is calm, happy. When they call, happy. वो इतना छलांग लगाकर फोन उठाकर, हाँ बहुत दिनों गए आपका फोन आकर, how lovingly you talk. And the other phone comes, let us say स्वामी जी का, पता नहीं कोई काम धंधा नहीं है, बाबा लोग क्यों जन्म लेते हैं. You put off the phone. You don't want. Or anybody like that matter. So both sukha dukkha are coming from inside. Dukkha is that stage of mind where the ananda is totally blocked. Because at that time the mana is full of rajas tamas called as mala. And whenever we are sukhi, the mana is free from tamas rajas mala called as nirmalata. So antakarana nirmalata reflects inner ananda in more quantity for long time. Therefore, should we possess the things? Should we possess the beings? Should we command them? Should we demand them? What we have to do for becoming happy? Nothing of them. Make the antarkarana nirmala. How the antarkarana becomes nirmala? Only by this tapasa, shraddhaya, tamognena vidyaya, brahmacharyena. You understand? In that vidya, all the upasana, japa, ityadi came. That is why again and again it said, through all these upasana sadhana, make the antakarana shuddha, then Paramatma's ananda, even though it is reflected, but it expresses. Having gone through this so long time, if the conditional ananda, when the mana is pure, the condition called the mind is pure, is so beautiful. The pure Brahmananda, how great it would be. Then how to experience that? Even transcend the vrittis. Transcend the thoughts by being sakshi to the thoughts, by being just being aloof from the thoughts. Oh, therefore, higher meditations you will come to know as we do what is said so far. भगवान विल रिवील स्लोली. आपका जो सीखा है उसको करते जाओ, आगे वाला बताया जाएगा. सो यदा यदा तदंतकरणम तपसा तमोग्नेन विद्यया ब्रह्मचर्येण श्रद्धया निर्मलम निर्मलत्व आपद्यते यावत 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 जितना समय तक, जितना गहराई तक, जितना समय तक, as long as deep as possible, when the mana achieves nirmalatva with these four, because these are the only ways by which mana becomes. Any opposite of that, instead of tapa, indriya, desires. Instead of tamognena, because of tamas, postponing all the duties. Then instead of what do you call the shraddha, total ashraddha. Again, instead of brahmacharya, indulgences. These things create inner regrets in the mind, guilts in the mind. Such guilty, regretful mind is a mind blocking the Atma Ananda. दिस इज व्हाट वी आर एक्सपीरियंसिंग. इसमें कोई बिलीव करने की जरूरत नहीं है कि शास्त्र ने कहा ऐसे बिलीव करेंगे. अभी तो एग्जाम्पल दिया. व्हेन यू लव समवन माइंड इज शांत, व्हेन यू हेट समवन माइंड इज दुख. बिकॉज इन दिस शांत mana ananda expresses, in that mana ananda will not express. And the beauty is what, with little carefulness and maturity, in this world we can hate everyone, we can hate and love someone some, and we can love someone and we can love all. सारा अपने हाथ में. We can love all in the world. चाहे सच्चे criminal हो, such anybody you can love. That's it. And you can create such thought in you that inner ananda is reflected. So too you can hate or have jealousy, even to great people. We get hatred towards our own near and dear ones for no reason. Only reason is we are not aware, inner side, inside, that this is the thought formations which are stopping the Atma Ananda to express. These are the thought formations giving dukkha. ये common sense नहीं है हमको. Vedantic simple common sense. Therefore we have hatred for anyone. नहीं होना चाहिए. And lot of things, again it's a non-pure Vedanta, therefore we don't discuss much those things in this class. We have so many other classes to talk all those topics. But एक बात तो क्या है, देखो बंदे जो भी हो, हम अपने मन को बचा रहे. Situations जो भी हो, we have to protect our mind. Why should we trouble our minds because of somebody's whatever sort of behavior? Protect yourself from that person. That's allowed. More like somebody a criminal. So what? मैं क्या करूँ उसका? You protect from yourself from his crime. You don't come under his sway. That common sense तो होना ही चाहिए. But why should I create hatred toward them and spoil my mind? In this way, for unrelated so many things and beings, by giving importance, we create mala in our mind, our raga dvesha. Therefore, the ananda is not expressed. Now हमको चाबी मिल रहा है अभी तैत्तिरीय उपनिषद से, कैसे हम अपने आप को खुश रख सकते हैं. And here, by engaging ourselves in tapasya, brahmacharya, shraddha, and tamognana upasana, we are not giving any time to our mind to look at anybody outside, to form opinions of hatred, everything. क्या जरूरत है? Be busy in your sadhana. Mind is nirmala, Atmananda is expressed. How beautiful that life would be. From now onwards, stop listening about anyone. Anyone wants to say, मुझे नहीं सुनना, मुझे सिर्फ तत्व और भगवान का सुनना. Else the mind is made mala yukta, rajo mala or tamo mala. That is why Bhadram Karnebi Shrunyamaha, Bhadram Bhashyam Akshavihi. Why is it prayer done? Why that commitment is taken? So that through the Bhadram, the mana is made Shanta, so that in that Atmananda reflects. Interesting. So, yavat yavat nirmalatva apadyate, tavat tavad. In that vivikte and prasanne antakarane. Vivikta means exclusively undisturbed. Prasanna means calm and quiet antakarana. Ananda visheshaha. That Brahmananda ka vishesha means the reflected one. Utkrushate. It becomes deeper and deeper and higher. And vipulu bhavati. It stays for longer and longer time. Inside that person is happy, conscious. And knowingly or unknowingly, instead of these four positive sadhanas, we do the opposite of them, the papa adi. We can never make the mind prasanna. Then ananda cannot express. A chore, he cannot be prasanna having done that theft. How much ever he tries or forces or justifies himself, there'll always be a guilt in him, deep recesses, and there'll always be a fear that somebody will look at him or catch him. You can't, a person taking bribe in the office. How much ever he tries to be courageous or daring and all, कुछ भी करो उसके अंदर वो पाप भीति होता ही है. कौन पकड़ेगा वो डर लगता है. That's how they look at CC cameras, ये वो. And in that fear, do you think you will be happy? Because the manovritti is not conducive to reflect Atmananda. Please don't get carried away by seeing who are corrupt and people doing wrong and trying to laugh it off outside. Because unke andar kya hai, you can't know. And why take any other body example? Are we not our own example? Hundreds of examples we have seen. Today also so many. You only today do some papa for the time being. एक चोरी करो एंड देखो मन कैसा रहता है दिन भर. You can never be happy. And today only again half day you do some punya karma or upasana karma. You see the mind is quiet. Then you see the ananda expressed inside. Like when I don't do the class, my mind is disturbed. यार आज का काम हुआ ही नहीं. Disturbed mind cannot make me happy. But when the classes are going on nicely and you are coming, you are listening, and that I am not depending on now anymore. But I am doing it. So through this karma, which is a upasana karma, it is the karma given to me by the Lord to worship Him, I am doing it. When it is done, see the manovritti shanta, then in that ananda is there. And your ananda is when class is over. Okay, Re Baba, actually. तब तक agitation कब हो जाएगा. Now you all are settled actually. I'm just saying to lighten the mind. Earlier, 1 or 2 of you also used to be. 2 मिनट भी ज़्यादा हो गया ऐसे घड़ी देखते थे फिर मेरे को देखते थे. As if you want to hit that me with that घड़ी. But now you have transcended that. All of you. You quietly may disappear from class, but that agitation is gone away. So, yavat yavat nirmalattvamapadyate tavat vivikte prasanne antakarane ananda visheshaha utkrushah bhavati vipuli bhavati utkrushate vipuli bhavati. What more clarity than this you need? Are you not happy even by this knowledge gained now? When this knowledge is really practiced, that throughout the day I'll be busy in my vidya, with my shraddha, in my Tamognana Vidya and Shraddha, Tapasya and Brahmacharya. I'll be so busy in that. देखो एक और बात, See, when Bhagwans like Shankara and all they speak Shastra, उनको ना सामने दुनिया वो लोग है ही नहीं. They say you, your own in the antakarana, and in that punya ke karana achieved the quietness of mind, and in the in that reflection of Atmananda, even that antakarana when you tried your own Swarupa Brahmananda. They don't even talk about the worldliness. That is talked in the Purana Itihasa at the lower level. In the Vedanta, whole focus is on you only. That's called Adhyatmata. Once in a while, they just mention Ishtaputradi Darshanam Priyam Shubham. After that, they not at all take an example. Remember, for us, the source of happiness are the money, wealth, or the properties, or the people around us. For us, but Vedanti says, yeah, they are okay, but they are all coming because your punya creating antakarana vritti. Therefore, your antakarana's nirnaya of the punya doing and your antakarana's doing of the punya, as a result of which antakarana is nirmala to reflect the Atmananda. Here is what you have to focus. The things and beings are only media. You understood? That is why even a person goes to US on his company's work, in a hotel is given a place, all the hotel staff, how respectfully receive. अरे इनका उनको कोई संबंध है क्या? एयरपोर्ट पे रिसीव करते हैं, फिर वहाँ होटल में रिसेप्शन, फिर ऐसा चीज है. How come he is getting all that? What sadhana he has done in the present to get that respect, love from them? In the present nothing. But पहले कुछ उपासना विद्या पुण्य किया है, इसके कारण अब उनके द्वारा एक्सप्रेस हो रहा है. Is it not? Till you are sent off in the flight, so lovingly they take care. How nice? In See, extend it. In our Mundaka Upanishad, Telugu people will study from tomorrow. When lot of punya is done, we leave the body. All the devatas, ehi titama utaya suvarchasaha. So they take with red carpet and flowering this person to the Swarga Loka. They are not doing it. They are paid for it from that side. They are doing it for result of our punya, our sadhana. याद आया ना अभी? वस्तु व्यक्ति विशेष आज से हमारे मन से निकल जाना चाहिए as a source of happiness. Source of happiness is our own punya and our own upasana. Full stop. That's it. Once it is there, the ananda can come from anybody as decided with the Lord. That's why we gave the example 3 days back. Everybody is happy and miserable. For some, the happiness is from the wife to the husband, but wife is not happy with the husband. ऐसे भी होता है. She is happy with her children. Is it not? Sometimes wife is happy with husband, husband is not. He is happy with his sister and brothers. That's how लड़ाई होता है घर में. मैं इनको इतना प्यार सेवा करती हूँ, बट वो तो अपने हमेशा भाई बहन कहते रहे. अरे यार उनका पुण्य ऐसा है. This is the fighting. And that fellow, he wants to love her, but वो होता ही नहीं उनसे. वो प्रारब्ध है हुआ of that wife that she will not get happiness from her. She says, everything is good, Swamiji, but only thing is my husband is not loving me as I want. वो होगा नहीं हो माता रानी, इस जन्म का भूल जाओ उसको और अच्छा ऐसा पुण्य करो कि ऐसे पति परमेश्वर मिले कि वो आपके निरंतर सेवा करे. Is it not? You understand? You do such upasana, you get a matter. All upasana phala. Why do you limit yourself also and the people around? You can be better. No. I want this husband only for 7 lives. I am doing karo, but improved version hona chahiye. Why aim same useless? Let him be more richer. Let him be more loving than this life. ऐसा करो, पुण्य उपासना हो जाएगा. Without doing punya and upasana, if you expect result, it won't come of the sukha or shanti. And sukha shanti is not the outer vastu or vyakti dependent. It is antakarana vritti dependent. Today's discovery, on today, the first day or second day of New Year, is antakarana vritti vishesh pe anand depend hota hai, not on the things and beings. Things and beings become secondary means, and the primary means is our own upasana and punya. Good. Is it not? Therefore, even when people leave us also go, we insist to give our love to them, but they are not taking it. Why? Because उनका हमसे लेने का पुण्य खत्म हो गया, और कहीं से ले लेंगे वो? कहीं से भी नहीं मिल रहा है, तो उनका उस जन्म का पुण्य फल सुख हो गया. Now their quota is to become miserable. Now you need not worry. Now, if we don't understand these subtle things, only at the superficial level of our own fancies, imaginations we live. We only throwing the tear in the darkness. को लगता नहीं वो उजाले में हमको टारगेट पे मारना चाहिए. उजाला इज दिस नॉलेज. नो द टारगेट इज विद्या एंड पुण्य कर्म. And again, I am repeating same thing we said 10 minutes back. Before marrying this wife or man or woman, wife or husband, before getting these children, did you know that they are going to come in your life? We don't know. But after their arrival, through continuous contact, the bond became so strong. So my wife, my husband, my children, with them only I'll happy. That we have become insistent. But we don't know. But they came. How did they come? By sent by Lord. Why did He send? हमारा उपासना पुण्य का फल है. In the same way, if you do more and more vidya upasaya, yatha yatha nirmalam bhavati, better people will come with better behavior to love us, to give us happiness. I'm all talking only Laukika. We have not touched the Brahma Vidya or Brahmananda. Even Anandamaya Kosh ka Anand ko पाना भी नहीं आता हमको. Miserable fellows. Such people have wrong activities and attachments. We have to do punya karma and be detached. We do the other way around. Interesting. And very funny the word. Someone loves us and we don't love that person. Somebody else we love. And that person loves somebody else. And whom we are, somebody is loving us, they are loved by someone. चित्र विचित्र है ये दुनिया, कहीं भी ठिकाना ही नहीं होता. बाप रे. In some houses, the son is the one who gives naraka to father. Actually, the son should give the swarga. And the son-in-law gives so much sukha prema. Actually, son-in-law should इतना दुखी करना चाहिए. But it's other way around. How come? Don't you see all this? And why all are presented in front of us by the Lord? Only to learn from them. What is the cause of all that? Vyakti Vishesha, Vastu Vishesha are nimitta. Our own punya bhava karma are the mula karana. And that is in our hands. Therefore, yavat antakaranam nirmalam tvam apadyate tavat tavat vivikte prasanne antakarane ananda vishesha utkrishyate vipuli bhavati. The deeper ananda, height of ananda, longevity of the ananda. Is it not? Depends on antakarana shuddhi and nirmalata, which depends on these four sadhanas. And any related things which are not fully mentioned by Bhagavan Shankara, वो सब नहीं दान करो धर्म करो सब नहीं विद्या कह दिया उसमें सब आ जाता. We should know. And then rasovai saha rasagahyevayam ladva anandi bhavati. All these quotations say that only, that it is Brahmananda which is reflected through this. In Panchadashito, Brahmanande Vishayananda, Brahmanande Nidrananda, all that is written. Chapters are there on that. Even having a good sleep also punya phala, yaad rakho. A good food also punya phala. A good clothing also punya phala. Oh yeah. Giving. A little higher level is what? Whatever the situation around, I'll maintain the calmness of mind and I'll be happy. This is not punya phala. This is jnana. Even higher jnana is what? These conditional anandas I don't want. I just sit, close eyes, become absolutely conscious and transcend all the bodies. I am in that infinite blissful consciousness. This is highest. Towards which we have to travel. That's our main goal. Is Janame, Hazar Janame, that's our goal. We are not going to stop till we reach to that stage. Before that, choicefully being pleasant. And in that, what happens? Samatha is taught to us. Sukha dukkhe same krutva, labha labho same krutva. That is present life's Purushartha. When Sukha Dukkhas are coming, we are not getting disturbed, remaining present. The third level is what? Doing all the said four things of Punya Ityadi, then the conducive things and beings come, and which create the calm and Nirmala Mana. In that, the Ananda is reflected. If we don't do these Punyadi, we will not get Sukha. Instead of that Punya, we do only Papa, definitely Dukkha will come. So, to remain in Brahmananda, there is a choice. Of course, lot of lives of sadhana. To remain in the choiceful peace of mind, we have a choice. To create a conducive antakarana, to reflect the Brahmananda as Anandamaya Koshananda, we have a choice. Not doing any such punyadi also have a choice. We have a choice to do the papa and create such antakarana vrittis. Not only they block the Brahma Ananda, but they only give the dukkha. All the choices are ours. Knowingly or unknowingly, we choose the fifth one. You know, with our ego and all, we trouble others. It never goes waste place. मैंने अपने अहंकार स्वार्थ से किसी को भी दुखी किया तो वो मुझे पीछे आकर मारेगा ही वो दुख. Therefore, for a human being, there is no choice than using intellect. And by using intellect, they have no choice but to gain knowledge. And the knowledge of these five things. What is that? पाप करो तो दुख मिला, कुछ नहीं करो तो कुछ नहीं मिला, थोड़ा थोड़ा पुण्य करो तो सुख मिला, देन ज्ञान पावो तो हमेशा रहने वाला शांति मिलेगा, आत्मज्ञान पावो हमेशा रहने वाला आनंद मिलेगा. We have to know these five unambiguously, then choose what you want. Please remember, ignorance cannot be the justification for doing wrong and becoming miserable for human being. But मेरे को क्या है ना, I don't know all this knowledge and shastra. अरे, you know ना that you don't know? Yeah. Then you must know that you must know. Then what? Do all the things to know. How? Come to class regularly. बिना सत्संग अटेंड किए ज्ञान नहीं मिलेगा. बिनु सत्संग विवेक न होई. बिना विवेक का फिर ज्ञान नहीं होगा. बिना सत्संग ज्ञान नहीं, ज्ञान बिना विवेक नहीं, विवेक बिना चेंज ऑफ लाइफ नहीं है. विदाउट दैट दुख से सुख नहीं आ सकता. दैट इज वाई गुरुज महात्मा दे ओनली गिव नॉलेज which is base. Then it automatically, if the fellow receives it, does its work of removing dukkha, giving us sukha. They won't act at the symptomatic level. Because they know symptoms will never be cured, they will relapse because the mula karana of ajnana is there with them. So the vyavahara jnana, adhyatmik jnana, दोनों होना चाहिए. That is why in our Sanatana Dharma, din bhar yagna, upasanaye, atiti seva, guru seva. Why all of that? These are all punya karma, upasanas. With that, the antakarana nirmalata comes through somebody sent in our life, some object. That nirmala antakarana gives the anandamaya ananda, which is a reflection of Brahman. Little more higher, even the upadhi is transcended, straight away reveling in Brahmananda. Keep it. It will become more and more clear as we give some more years of time and do little homework also. खुद का पढ़ने से और भी समझदारी बढ़ेगा. अब तो you are all qualified for doing your own personal study after listening for such number of years. Not at the cost of again classes. Class तो आता ही रहना पड़ेगा, नहीं तो ये continuity चला जाएगा. In this way, the quotations also are given. How the Anandamaya Kosha Ananda is gained. Raso vai saha rasagahyevayam alabdva anandi bhavati eshahi eva anandayati. See, raso vai saha is the Brahma is Ananda rasa only. Rasagahyevayam alabdva anandi bhavati, when one touches that Brahma, is always in Brahmananda. Then next quotation is what? Yeshahi eva ananda yati. Whoever jivas in this world are happy, all their happiness is reflection happiness of the Ananda Brahma's Ananda only. Then etaseva anandasya anyani bhutani matna vajavanti. Any of the beings in whatever the depth or the height or the width of the Ananda they have, all of them have Ananda from this Brahma Ananda only. So we have seen in Dhanyashtakam everywhere, the Ananda Brahma only is given direct from Brahma Deva to all of us. उसका मात्राम उपजीवंती. मात्रा मीन्स ए पार्ट, ए डॉट. समुद्र आनंद is ब्रह्मानंद है, तो विषय आनंद, whatever we get, they are all like the waves or the drops, etc. See, any devata who is anandi, any yaksha, kinnara, kim purusha, they are happy in their own posts positions. All that is reflection of inner brahma ananda. because आनंद ब्रह्म का ही होना चाहिए. And what is ananda actually? Unagitated, peaceful mind, conscious. I am conscious that the mind is unagitated and peaceful. Be attentive. The unagitated, peaceful mind is no mind. That mind is the cause of all dukkha. That fellow has gone away. What you experience is that shanti or anand. Now comes evam cha. This what yesterday we stopped at. From where we have to just start discussing. Little bit today we do. Listen carefully. In the Taittiriya Upanishad only, when the ananda 100 times it will increase, it will increase, it will increase told. No? How does it happen? In a sadhana, as a sadhana, one important thing is said. That important thing here, Bhagavan Adi Shankara says as the last instruction while explaining Ananda Atma. We are doing Ananda Atma discussion. For the Anandamaya Kosha, the 5 limbs are there. Priyaha, we have seen Ishtaputradi Lavajanya Priyaha. Then that itself is Darshanajanya. That itself, when you get the Labdhi, it is called Moda. When it is Prakarsha, it is Pramoda. After discussing Priyamoda Pramoda, then fourth one is what? Tasya Priyameva Shiraha, Modo Dakshina Paksha, Pramoda Uttara Paksha, Ananda Atma. So the Ananda is Samanya, therefore it is an Atma, from it only Priyamoda Pramoda come. Having said all that, this Ananda, which is reflected Ananda, called Anandamaya Kosha Ananda, about that last 2 days we are discussing. The fifth point is Brahma Pucham Pratishta. Pucham is the Pratishta, the support for the Anandamaya Kosha, like any Kosha has support. For each Kosha, the Pushcha and Pratishta is different, and for Anandamaya Kosha is Parabrahma only. Like for the Vijnanamaya Kosha, Maha Pucham Pratishta. Then for the Manamaya Kosha, then what is that? We have seen Manamaya Kosha, Adesha Atma, then Atharvangirasa Pucham Pratishta. Then for the Pranamaya Kosha, Prithvi Pucham Pratishta, Ayameva Pucham Pratishta for the Annamaya Kosha. We have seen all that. So here the Pucham Pratishta is Brahma, that will be said later on. Just before that, to conclude the Ananda Atma, the Ananda Parampara जो 100 times बढ़ता रहता है, उसके विषय में एक important बात बता रहे, which is very crucial to catch. And if it clicks, I tell you, we are the most blessed ones, lucky ones. May it click to us as a result of all our punya prarthana to the Lord at this very moment. Listen carefully next maximum 2-3 minutes. What it is, ki evam cha means like we gave all the explanations up above. In the same way, there is other quotation also. In that this is said. What is it? Yesterday we touched upon it. Again we are repeating. What is that? Kama upashama utkarsha apekshaya shata guna uttara utkarshaha anandasya vakshate. Shataguna uttara utkarshaha anandasya vakshate. 100 times ananda will get multiplied, that will be told. Okay? How this 100 times of ananda is getting multiplied, when the devata, the jivas are traveling into higher and higher yonis. Now be attentive. How are they getting qualified for the higher and higher yonis? So that their ananda is becoming 100-fold multiplied. That we have to discuss. That's we have to discover, which is very difficult to understand and catch because we always live in an opposite life. And what is the sadhana? Kama upashama utkarsha apekshaya. This is what. What we generally think is more and more desires and more the fulfillment of them, more and more ananda. No, actually the more desires, The more to fulfill desire we do the wrong things, the lower of yonis we fall into, where the sukha ka matra kam hota jata. On the other hand, be attentive. The desires are lesser and lesser. Therefore, the possibility of doing papa is lesser and lesser. Therefore, the yoni we get is higher and higher. In that, ananda gets multiplied. Oh. That is how finally, at the Brahma Sthiti, zero is the desire. Therefore, ananda is infinite. No, this appears to be somewhat opposite, you know. हमको तो कामना पूर्ति में खुशियां सुख दिखता है, यहाँ कहते हैं कामना त्याग से खुश. एंड दिस इज व्हाट ऑल शास्त्रास टॉक. यदा सर्वे प्रमुच्यन्ते कामा यस्य हृदि स्थिताः अथ मर्त्य अमृत भवति अत्र ब्रह्म समश्नुते. कठोपनिषद. आपूर्यमाणमसल प्रतिष्ठम समुद्रम आप प्रविशन्ति यद्वत् तद्वत् कामा यम प्रविशन्ति सर्वे स शांति काम माप्नोति न काम कामी विहाय कामान्यः सर्वान् पुमान् शरति निःस्पृहः निर्ममः निरहङ्कारः स शान्तिं गच्छति. प्रजहाति यदा कामान् सर्वान् पार्थमनोभूतान् आत्मन्यवात्मनः तुष्टस्थितप्रज्ञः तदोच्यते. एवं बुद्धेः परं बुद्ध्वा संस्तभ्यात्मानमात्मना जहि शत्रुं महाबाहो कामरूपं दुरासदम्. कामयेश क्रोधयेश रजोगुण समुद्भव महाशनो महापापमा विद्धि एनमेव वैरिणम. So all these we should make us understand that the desire is the one which pulls us down to the lower level, thus reducing our own ananda. Even in today we are studying that Taittiriya Upanishad, sorry, Mundaka Upanishad, the Telugu people, we have even Parabrahma Paramatma, when he just had the sankalpa to become many, unfortunately, even that fellow has fallen down to the level of Ishvara. As an Ishvara, he'll have to answer the calls and prayers of all the jivas. बेचारा आनंद में रहते थे. Suddenly he did a sankalpa that I want to become many. He immediately came down. And after going through all that, one day he only will feel bored. अरे यार इतना तंग हो रहा है इन सब लोगों से, let me go back. He will go. Like it happens in everybody. कोई नहीं अकेले में है, इतना बुरा लगता है. Then you make friends with everyone. Everybody come every day to your house and eat everything and spoil your own kitchen. You think अरे तो बेवकूफ इतना आके सब खराब करे, धीरे धीरे you stop calling them. Again you are with yourself. Remember, if you get a chance in life to become alone, instead of entering to loneliness, make use of that time for your own sadhana. Best thing in today's world is be a vanaprasthi by near your own children. एक अलग कमरा ले लो, अपना साधना करो, कोई जरूरत है तो उनको फोन लगाओ. Enjoy your life. Don't involve in them. Don't allow them to involve in you. Instead of that, मैं तोता, मैं पोता, मैं कोई मेरे को बुलाते नहीं बा. That nonsense let us come out now. Good they don't call. You call them if you require. If they don't do, you forget it. एक लगाओ सर्वेंट को, सब करेगा, वो पैसे दे दो. Learn these small little common senses to reduce dependence on others and make use of your own time, which is at your disposal. By the way, so main thought we are doing today is Kama Upashamana Utkarsha Apekshaya Shatagunam Utkarshaha Anandasya Vakshati. Okay? Shataguna Uttara Utkarshaha Anandasya Vakshate. Kama Upashama Utkarsha Apekshaya. Apeksha means with result to, with regard to. Kama Upashama Utkarsha. मतलब कामनाओं को कम करने वाले काम में उत्कृष्ट अचीवमेंट. That is why we are told to love others, serve others, forgive others, share with others. By that, what is happening? By your personal kamanas are gone away. This is what the trick of the mind. By creating desire makes us miserable. This should be the effect of the intellectual understanding that by reducing desire, by being selfless, we have to increase our ananda, reduce the dukkha. सिस्टम ऐसा बना है कि जितने कामनाएं हैं उतने दुखी, जितने कम कामनाएं उतना. Therefore, like in the Ananda Mimamsa, as we see, Manusya Ananda, Manusya Gandharva Ananda, Devananda, Devagandharva Ananda, Pitrunam Chal. As we see there, what are the promotions that are given? The promotions are with respect to the reduction in their desires. Kama Upashama Utkarsha के कारण उनको promotion किए जाते. Like in any of the office. Selflessly, when he's working for the office, is he not promoted? And the fellow out of selfishness, irregular to office, work proper nahi kar raha hai, then above the table, below the table is taking, very selfish. उसको उस पोस्ट से भी डिमोट करते हैं कि नहीं? है कि नहीं? He'll be demoted, suspended. So in your own house, there's a gulab ka flower, pauda. If it is giving more and more flowers, don't you water it carefully? Don't you take care of it? सेम गुलाब पानी पी जा रहा है लेकिन एक फूल भी नहीं दे रहा, उखाड़ के फेंक दोगे आप. What is the use of this plant? You understand it? If that flower is not selfless in giving, in that plant is not selfless in giving flowers, nobody takes care of them. Apply our own selves. Selfish more and more, we will be denied by the world, we become miserable. Selfless more and more, we are promoted to give more and more happiness. Therefore, kama upashama utkarsha is the thought we have to learn today. कामना का उपशमन करने के कर्म में हमें उत्कृष्टता को पाना है. Means keep on reducing desire demands. To that extent we are promoted. And in that what happens, being in that position itself is a happiness. And through you, whatever has to happen, do it selflessly. I really liked this thought. Kama upashama utkarsha apekshaya. Shataguna uttara uttara utkarsha anandasya vakshate. 100 times ananda will multiply as we go into the higher and higher yonis. And going to higher yonis depends on reduction in the kamana. The lesser the desire, more is the position given, more is the ananda. More are the desires, lesser will be our position, more will be the dukkha. Now all this summary kya hai? By preparing in our antakarana in such a manner that the Brahma Ananda is reflected in that as Ananda, we have to discover our inner Ananda this way. Not by outer object. That's why na karmana na prajadanena tyagene kena amrtatva manusha. No more depending on people for sukha and all. That is desire. That blocks the Ananda. This we have to discover. Think about this topic little more today. Very essential. Once this is achieved, किसी के ऊपर निर्भर नहीं होना. In your own house, wife and husband. Wife is very happy with you. You are miserable. Why, she doesn't depend on you. खुश मिजाज में रहती है and you are frustrated. She makes coffee and drinks. Therefore, she is happy and you have to depend on her to make coffee. That's why you are miserable. And she says, 1 घंटा रुको, सीरियल चल रहा है, उसके बाद मैं बनाऊंगी. Like a simple example I gave to make us understand that this is how dependency is misery. Freedom from dependency. Freedom against dependency on desires. And why we depend on things, beings? Only one reason. देह तादात्म्य. बस. Because सारे चीजें जो मांगते लोग तो देह के ही संबंध के होते. Is it not? Maximum of them. देह इंद्रिय के लिए सारे चीज हमको चाहिए. For that only we depend on people. They don't give us, they make us dance, then we suffer. Think about all these things. Very, very important. Tomorrow when we come, evam cha utkrishya manasya anandamaya ananda atma ho gaya. Now Brahma pucham pratishtha is the very important thing we have to discuss. Tomorrow we will see that. Okay, if I start today, I may not be able to do it completely. कल के दिन हम करेंगे. Then we enter into पंचमा हो गया षष्ठः अनुवाक. In this षष्ठः अनुवाक onwards, lot of question answers will be there between सिद्धांत एंड पूर्व पक्षी. चलो पढ़ेंगे, थोड़ा हमारा दिमाग खुल जाएगा उससे. What's wrong? Shall we try tomorrow? Surely. Om 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 Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Paramarashibhyo Namah Parabrahmane Namah Shruti Matre Namam Tatsat Brahmarpणमस्तु. O Lord, give all of us such a pure antakarana vrittis in which, without depending on anything or being, always the Brahmananda is expressing us Shanti and Ananda. For that, whatever upasana, yajna, punya we have to do, let us do it. May we all refrain from insisting for happiness from a particular person or thing. Let us free ourselves from those conditionings. In doing punya, even from unknown people, we get the required love and service to make us happy, if at all. But that's not also ultimate. Ultimate is beyond Upadivala Brahmananda, beyond Panchakoshavala Brahmananda, which we'll start studying once this Panchakosha is over. It will start from 6th Anuvaka. Let's see. Om. What a great guidance. We should be so grateful to our rishis and Bhagavan Shankara.